In this video, you'll see some of the springs on the property, I'll show you the trail we started along the stream, I'll update you on the bamboo we planted a few months ago, and I'll see how hard it is to extract hickory nuts from their shells. But I figured I'd start with a couple pictures from our fall excursions, hikes and historic tours while my parents are visiting, since I got a comment last week asking to show some foliage in the area. And these pictures are from back on the property. So here's an example of one of the springs we've found. You can see water is just flowing down and it hasn't rained. So this is just, and there's nothing running off up here. But when you follow up the water, you can see that this is really where it's coming out. And if when I end up digging in there, it was actually releasing more, and you can see the flow. So it is actually flowing. So I used to think of springs as like something bubbling out of the ground, pouring out, and some obviously are, but this is still a spring. I'm gonna have to come back here with actual tools, not just a stick, and dig around more, try to find the real source of it and see what clearing it up looks like, how much water will actually be coming out. But either way, it's pretty cool. Even this tiny amount of water, consistent all the time, could end up being significant, and this is what feeds the stream. That's all coming out from underground right there. And so the aquifer or whatever is feeding this has definitely filled up. We're getting a lot of this water. So it's gonna be really fun to come back and develop this spring. This is wild. This is the spring, the type of spring that I pictured. As you see, this isn't runoff. There's nothing coming from up there. It's just bursting out of the ground there. Just absolutely flowing out of the ground. That's so cool. I also took the opportunity to clear the leaves on some of the paths that my parents actually took the initiative to start by clearing the small brush and trees. I think they got tired of having to walk down the slippery stream whenever they wanted to go for a walk on the property. I also checked in on the bamboo you may have seen a video of us planting earlier this year. 3 months later, just about, this is still looking good, which tells me it probably has roots going everywhere, which is what we want. So in a previous video on foraging, I mentioned that I had actually only found one hickory nut that was the proper type to eat, and the other ones were all the pig nut hickories, the smaller ones that were more bitter and didn't taste as good. So I was walking in the forest and I finally found a decent amount of the proper hickory nuts that I wanted to harvest. I'm gonna use my scale to see how much nuts I can get out of this amount of hickory nuts. But you can see, I mean, these are wild nuts, but it's kind of hard to extract them. There's a lot more like little random segments in there. So they some of the nut meats kind of hide. Just doing this with the nutcracker and my fingers might not be enough. You can kind of see how it's in there, where it's so many little crevices that it's hard to get it all out.
Is this automated in any way? Like when you buy this from the store?
I don't think you can buy hickory nuts from the store, and I think this is why.
This is why. But walnuts kind of have the same shape, but I guess they're not as difficult to extract.
That's what I'm guessing. And I think they've also cultivated them to be like that. So they're like selectively breeding them for harvestability, I would guess.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, I've tried it.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's very like oily. It's like, I almost want to call it gamey. It's a gamey nut.
Wild nut game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a walnut.
Walnut's definitely the closest thing. It has like a hint of the pecan, and
yeah.
I think the pecan is what it's most closely related to, because they had one of the stores I go to, or like farms that cultivates these, has I think a cross between a hickory and a pecan, which maybe actually makes them harvestable.
Mm-hmm. Because I think the pecans, they're pretty easy to extract.
Yeah, you get the full.
So it's like when they mix dog breeds with poodles, they get that hypoallergenic dominant trait. So maybe it's like they bred whatever with pecans to get that easy to extract trait.
My main takeaway has been that I don't have the right tools, which is so often the case. I guess what I'm saying is I don't think we're going to make it through winter. But I'm pretty sure I've used more calories extracting these than I've gotten so far. It's a net calorie loss. This is why you practice before you have to survive on hickory nuts.
Nutritionists hate this one secret. That's stainless steel 304.
Okay, you've formed a hickory. Alright, so you can see the meager results from this big pile of nuts. And I didn't show it all, but that basically took the better part of an hour to get that amount. Half an ounce of hickory nuts, which when you factor in my time, that'll be about $50 an ounce. more, really. Maybe I just haven't found the right tree. Maybe this was an especially tough tree. And the results from these ones are a little shriveled. I might have left them out in the sun too long. Maybe you're not really supposed to dry them that long. A couple of these taste pretty good.
And this is the pumpkin I carved. I really like roasted pumpkin seeds. And once you carve the top off of a pumpkin, you might as well just carve a jack-o'-lantern to get into the Halloween spirit. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments if there's something on the property you want to see more of.